the Mungo could be a pretty good option with the rain. He said it could definitely take a bit of water in there, but it's gonna be kind of burly in there from the sounds of it. But
I mean, they say that this 2-day trip is the hardest paddling on the coast.
Yeah.
So as long as we go in there knowing what we're in for,
that's kind of what we came here for anyway.
Jordy says it's hard but good hard. Whatever that means.
What was it? Scary.
Scary.
Good scary.
Scary but good scary is what the local beta says.
To be honest though, I think we all know that the only way to find out how much water is in that river is to hop in a helicopter and fly up and drop in. And
just gotta get in there, I guess. Commit.
Yeah.
We shall see, boys.
So we're just waiting for the chopper to come and pick us up for the 2-day Hokitika run, starting with the Mungo, staying a night in a hut, and then paddling out the next day. Pretty nervous moment for the boys. We're both a little bit anxious and pretty excited, but I think it's going to be a good time on the river. Here we go, let's get into it. Time to load into the light bulb and fly in.
This stretch of river, the Mungo Hokitika 2-day, is regarded as probably the hardest and most committing run on the west coast. So obviously the boys are a little anxious and have that feeling of trepidation and anxiety that heralds the start of any serious kayaking trip. But I guess we just got to go in there and start working our way down the river and take it as it comes. But should be a good one.
About to drop into the Mungo Gorge here in New Zealand. Nerves are definitely pretty high at the moment. From what I've heard about this river, it has quite a few unportageable, unscoutable gorges, and anytime you're faced with a situation like that, it's always a little bit of a roll of the dice, but that's definitely what makes these types of adventures the high end of what we do, so we're excited to get in there.
And yeah, all was going pretty good. We got into this canyon just like we knew we were. We got in there and it was pretty full on. Justin gladly was in front, just charging it, going for these eddies, climbing up, trying to make it scamper through this canyon.
The first major rapid we came to was probably one of the scarier rapids I think I've ever run. Justin sacked up and went for the eddy first. I was, at that moment in time, probably one of the most nervous I think I've ever been to make that eddy, just because of the consequences downstream. I don't know if that rapid has a name or not, but I think do or die would be pretty appropriate.
Fuck, how's that move, bro? Pretty scary, little fairy dude, Jesus, when you see it from this angle.
It's pretty, I don't know, man. It's a big thing to be in your boat and just about to pull a move that if you don't make, you pretty much just die, It's a hard move, but just the mental game is what makes it pretty crazy for me, at least.
Yeah, man. Oh well, we knew what we were in for when we flew in.
Well, that's what we came to New Zealand for anyway.
We'd just emerged from the Mungo Gorge, which we knew was the crux of the day. We were sort of congratulating ourselves at the bottom of that, sitting around talking about the rapids, and then above us there was this thunderous noise, the earth shook. And we were sitting at the base of a creek bed, and somewhere above us a huge rock had started tumbling, and we ran like crazy. That's when our nerves were frayed as much as we thought they could be. They got frayed a little more. So yeah, it's these little moments that make adventures memorable, and I think that one will go down in history as a pretty exciting moment. Let's move downstream. I don't know what just happened there, but there was one hell of a boom. The earth shook and the boys ran. This is the thing about New Zealand, it's a young country, and she's going through puberty at the moment. Big time. The river kept coming at us. Every time we'd make our way through a gorge, another one would appear around the corner. The rapids were big, technically demanding, and with very little margin for error. So it was the sort of thing we've come to find on this trip. You know, we set out a couple of weeks ago knowing that we were going to test ourselves physically and mentally, and just when we thought we couldn't go anymore, we came to this hut, Serpentine Hut, and prepared a fire and cut up some food that the helicopter dropped off, and sat around and sort of recounted the action from the day. And it's those moments, you know, that you have with a group of guys that you've endured a hard day with that, you know, I really appreciate. You sit in a place like this, you know, in the high country of New Zealand, and just really appreciate the adventures that we are very privileged to go on.
Yeah, so we got here last night after running way too many Class 5. We got here pretty much no fuel left in our systems, and you know, got here to find this beautiful hut next to this amazing creek, the river just down there, amazing place to spend the night. Got here, started a nice little fire, you know, got the food going, and you know, just spent an awesome night here, and you know, got some rest before we go into the next day, see what's up there.